Hey there, I'm Joe Carter. If you've ever popped the hood and thought, where do I even start? You're in good company. Around here, we take the mystery out of car repair, one fix at a time. Whether you're a beginner or just looking to sharpen your skills, there's something here for you. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you're into learning without the headaches. All right, that's enough from me. Let's get into
Detergent additives in engine oil formation of soot and varnish deposits. These substances are used to remove clogs in the channels of the lubrication system during oil changes, which is especially important for a worn diesel engine. In such engines, a large amount of fuel combustion products get into the crankcase and mix with oil, forming deposits on the walls of the channels and cylinders, as well as piston rings, coking, so cleaning additives are often called cracking agents. Coking of crankshaft channels is especially dangerous because it leads to deterioration of lubrication of main and connecting rod liners. Standard oil pressure is insufficient to pump the necessary amount of lubricant through thin, caked or dirty channels. If this happens, the motor will need serious repairs. The use of such substances is justified only before oil change, otherwise they will greatly reduce the life of the motor, because they reduce the thickness of the oil film, which is formed on the parts. Liquefied by washing lubricant does not provide sufficient lubrication at medium and high speeds, as well as when working under load, and leads to the appearance of leaks from under the glands and gaskets. This is particularly dangerous for diesel engines due to the high torque. High-quality cleaning additives from Liqui Moly, High-Gear, LAVR, and other reliable manufacturers contain anti-seize agents that prevent damage to rubbing surfaces. But even such reagents cannot be used for a motor running under load. After all, organic solvents, which are the basis of these additives, change the chemical composition of the lubricant and the thickness of the protective film. All this fully applies both to 5-minute and to additives, which are poured 200 to 300 kilometers before oil change. Revitalizers. These substances are used to eliminate damage to the outer surface of rubbing metal parts, resulting in reduced oil and fuel consumption, increased compression and power of the power unit, easier starting of a cold engine. High-quality revitalizants from Liqui Moly, Hado and other companies extend the life of worn and requiring repair of the engine for 10 to 20,000 kilometers. A similar effect is promised by the manufacturers of Suprotec additives. The principle of action of these reagents is simple: ceramic microparticles the size of a few tens of molecules together with the lubricant get to the damaged metal surfaces. High temperature and pressure resulting from friction leads to their polymerization. Sealants. Manufacturers claim that sealants increase lubricant viscosity or cause rubber seals to swell. This is necessary to eliminate leaks through loose gaskets and worn oil seals. In fact, such additives do not so much prevent oil leaks as reduce the life of the power unit. There are many fine channels in the lubrication system: oil pickup screen, crankshaft, connecting rods, liners, where the use of oil more viscous than necessary leads to serious problems. Reduced oil supply results in increased wear of metal parts, which is much more dangerous than a minor leak through a gasket or oil seal. Not only natural or synthetic rubbers are used for oil seals, but also polyurethane. The chemical composition of these substances is different, so universal solvents that reduce the viscosity of the lubricant are added to the additives. These substances not only eliminate leaks by increasing the volume of oil seals or collars, but reduce their strength and oil pressure. And this is dangerous for both gasoline and diesel engines. All this fully applies both to cheap sealants and to the products of market leaders, Liqui Moly, Mobil, Shell and others. Engine oil additives that improve oil properties: anti-foaming, oxidation retarding, preventing corrosion of metal parts, improving stickiness and lubricity, anti-friction, increasing compression, pressure, in cylinders, e.g. Suprotec, reducing oil and fuel consumption, anti-seize, combined. Manufacturers of additives describe the advantages of these substances in detail and colorfully, omitting the fact that Russian and foreign manufacturers of motor oils introduce all the necessary additives into their products. This applies to both market leaders Liqui Moly or Castrol, and outsiders such as Rosneft, TNK, or Lukoil. Each manufacturer keeps secret the chemical composition of additives to the base oil, so it is unknown what will happen after adding a new portion of reagents. This is especially true for a diesel engine due to higher loads on piston rings and a large amount of crankcase gases. The author of the article was an eyewitness to the application of the original complex additive from Hado on a 1986 Opel Omega A with a serviceable injector engine C20NE and oil Castrol Magnatec 10W40. After 1,500 kilometers after filling the oil and additive, the camshaft oil seal could not hold the standard pressure, resulting in oil consumption of 4 liters per 100 kilometers. After that, the car with a knocking engine drove about 200 kilometers to the nearest town. After replacing the oil seal and pouring new oil, the knocking disappeared. Diagnostic autopsy of the engine showed blockage of crankshaft channels and slight wear of journals and liners. The anti-seize effect of the additive was excellent, the rest resulted in damage to the normal motor and expensive repairs. When an engine oil additive is beneficial, a fully serviceable and tuned motor which is filled with high quality, suitable viscosity oil does not need any additives. After all, the manufacturers of motor oils put all the necessary additives into them. Therefore, any additive only reduces the life of the motor. If the engine has a high mileage, the use of additives will extend the service life before repair by the 20th of October 1,000 kilometers, but will not eliminate the problem. Often, additives are used to eliminate the symptoms of malfunction of a high-mileage motor. Revitalizants increase compression, reduce oil consumption and, together with anti-seize agents, eliminate knocking of worn liners, without changing the engine life. The effect of their use will last 3 to 5 months or 1 to 3,000 kilometers of mileage. Cacking oil flushing additives Suprotec oil additive Hado additive review Sit is worth pouring additives in oil. In conclusion, while engine oil additives can offer potential benefits such as improved performance and extended engine life, it is essential to approach them with caution. A well-chosen additive may indeed delay costly repairs, but not all products deliver on their promises. By weighing the pros and cons and conducting thorough research, you can make an informed decision that best suits your vehicle's needs. Ultimately, understanding the role of these additives will empower you to maintain your engine effectively and avoid unnecessary pitfalls. Thank you for watching, and drive safely.